T-minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Hello and welcome to Bucs Reports Cheap Seats, live from the Cheap Seats with your host, me, Andrew Faubert, and happy Jeff Goldblum Day, happy Freedom Day, happy America Day, happy Independence Day to all my American friends down there. Doesn't it seem fitting that all the Americans on this platform have taken the day off to celebrate their country and have left the foreigner to entertain you? Seems very American. I love it. No, I'm just kidding. I love this platform. I love all you guys. And it's another episode live from the Cheap Seats with your host, Andrew Faubert. That's me. And it's going to be, not say respectively quick one. We're going to have an hour-long show. But it's going to be jam-packed with some stuff. Some happy 4th of July stuff, which I'm basically just going to spew off some stuff that I know about America and some of the top news that's going around in the world. So basically, it's 4th of July. That's one of them. Then we're going to get into some super stadiums, which is something me and Matt brought up a couple of episodes ago, and I figured, why the heck not? I'll tell you guys a little bit about that here in about 5 to 10 minutes. And, of course, we're going to have the Gulag, the good old Gulag. Yes. The Gulag, where we got a bunch of memes. But we also got this new thing that I like to show you. It's called, if you had $20. If you had $20, which is, you see all these posts that always come up, and they say, if you had $7, $12, $9, $3, $7, what would you do? What would you buy? Would you buy this instead of that? Would you buy that instead of this? Would you have this over this? It's a brand new segment that I'm going to try. We'll get to that in about half an hour. But first, let's go to some of this news here. Flipping Audacity has been one of the top trending things that has been going on here. And I went on there, find out what the fudge is going on. Audacity is like, yeah, you can record whatever the hell you want. We're going to sell it to the government, though. And the government's going to own it. And there ain't nothing you can do about it. Pretty sure that's an infringement right on my rights and your rights as an American. So happy flipping 4th of July for that one. There's another one here. There was, where is it here? Oh yeah, Moon Knight. So hashtag Black Widow is also trending. Black Widow is about to come out. So we were going to post something quick, but for some odd reason, I don't think I have the picture, which is really dumb. So I'm gonna have to get that up here in a minute. But basically, it's what are you waiting for? What are you anticipating the most? And for some odd reason, I think I can get it. Wow! Would you look at that? Marvel. It's basically what movies are you looking forward to? if anybody here knows, I am looking forward to a lot of them. Marvel's a huge thing now too, so obviously people get interested in Marvel, especially around these times because you got more episodes coming. So hopefully I can get that picture up here because for some odd reason it didn't load. But yeah, a lot of things trending. Not too much in the Bucs world. Obviously, this is the dead time. This is one of the reasons why they still got me on the Sunday night. The Sunday night episode. Their Sunday night spot here. But yeah. Just checking in on a couple other things here. I was making sure that I'm all good. Sorry about that. So yeah, drop a like, drop a share. Let me know that you're here. I know it's 4th of July. I'm not going to have too many people on here. Everybody's out celebrating. I'm assuming everybody in the States has tomorrow off. Am I wrong? Am I wrong with that? That's why I kind of wanted to joke around here a little bit. Am I wrong? Is there a little bit of a like holiday thing that you guys get on the 4th of July? Like 5th of July, you get the next day off? I'm not even too sure. I have no idea. I know on Canada Day we were supposed to, which was on July 1st, and that was on a Thursday or Wednesday. Thursday, Friday. I don't even know what day it is anymore. But yeah, so you guys are having these fireworks go off. There's this beautiful, beautiful video that I shared on my Facebook. And if you guys have me on Facebook, you have probably seen it. Some dude like 3 years ago, big stogie in his mouth. Just sitting there like that. And he, pops a couple of fireworks, throws them off, and his whole backyard just starts going off in sprinklers. He puts his hands on these fireworks and he sticks them up to the sky and it just goes and there's just fireworks just come spitting out of his arms and this like gun cannon. Amazing. I have wanted to reenact that. I need to gain a little bit more weight because if anybody has seen me, I am a flippin' twig. And there's literally no question about it. I am a twig. I need to gain just a tad bit of weight. And I need some American gear. That guy had like full American underwear, full American, I think it was a bandana, and that was it. And like I would do it. I would do it here in Canada. So many Canadians would be so confused. They're like, what the hell is he doing? I'll do it for you guys. Because first of all, I love America. And I've only been there a handful of times. Flown into Chicago. Almost died. That's a different story. Was supposed to go to New Jersey, but we flew. I don't even remember where we flew back to, but I think we just stayed in the damn plane. I've been to Duluth for football camp, which is always a damn good time in Minnesota, if you ask me. So tell me what you're doing on this fabulous 4th of July. Tell me what you are getting up to. Let me know. Let me know what you are all up here doing on your 4th of July. Are you just drinking? Just hanging out on your porch? Fireworks just a going? I know everybody. I don't know. Do you hang out with Fam Jam? Is that what happens? Is it like a family day? I don't understand. I know we just celebrate. Throw the guns up in the air. Not throw them because you hurt somebody, but like you just shoot your guns up in the air like woo! America! I'm not too sure how it's supposed to go, but I know that you're all celebrating. I know everybody's having some drinks. Some Bud Lights are flowing. I was watching the NASCAR race. Yes, there was a NASCAR race on today. I was so jacked and excited for that damn race. And of course, because if you follow North Sports Dynasty and you watched us yesterday, Saturday at 11 a.m. Mountain Time, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, that's your time, you would have known that I had down there in the ticker the Chase Elliott to win was at 250, but I called it. Chase Elliott won from 32nd to 1 because he's number 1. Chase Elliott wins the NASCAR race today. I forgot exactly what it was called. It was the first time that race actually happened in a very long time, since 1958. So, yeah, that went down today. Chase came from 32nd to win Road America. There we go. In Wisconsin. And it was a beautiful day. People were hiding out from the sun, which is what I've been doing here in Canada. I don't know if anybody knows exactly how hot it got here in Canada, but it got ridiculously hot. Absolutely ridiculously hot here in Canada. We're talking like 110 degrees for like last week. It was like 4 days in a row. And I just hid in my basement. Woke up a couple of times to the heat and just, it's like, what the heck? Drank some water, still was like, because if you see by my logo and by the hair on my chinny chin, I'm a redhead. The sun kills me. Okay. It hurts. It hurts really, really bad. I don't particularly like the sun. That's why I like here in Canada, because there's not supposed to be that much. But alas, that damn thing stayed out there. No clouds, no rain, no nothing for like a week and a half. Just like there was basically at the NASCAR race. It was gorgeous for like, a day or two. But if you get it for a week and a half straight, it hurts. The NASCAR race was awesome, though. 62 laps. Quick and easy, you would think. Nope. Lasted forever. Last 9 laps, Chase took the lead, and I was like, he can do it. And it was waiting, and there was going to be a crash and all this kind of stuff. But they didn't call the caution, and Chase wins again, which he is now the road warrior. That's number 7, and I think he only needs 3 more to have the most road course wins of all time. The kid's like 24, 25. He's got it. He's definitely got it. So, yeah, Chase won the race. There was a couple other things. And there's some the Rays were playing. They won me some money today. I knew they couldn't lose 3 days in a row, which is exactly what they did. They couldn't lose 3 days in a row. So I made sure to get that bet down there. Got the bet down there. Took him at plus 135. Made some good cash on it. Very, very happy that we can get that going. Tampa Bay Rays, thank you for not being swept by the damn Blue Jays. But there is still a bit of money to be made. I still think they're going to win the World Series. I know a lot of people think I'm a dumbass for that. World Series are bust for those damn Rays, if you ask me. That also being said, some other good games that were going on. I think somebody threw a no-hitter a couple of days ago. We had some bench clearing brawls, all that kind of stuff. Appears a hacker is taking over Apex playlist with a message saving Titanfall. It was one thing that literally just popped up on my trending, and I am laughing hysterically at that right now. Same with Fast 9. Fast 9 came out. A lot of people said it was a good movie. I haven't seen it yet. I am going to go see Black Widow on Friday. Cannot wait for Black Widow. Like I was saying earlier, big Marvel guy. If I had that damn picture, if it would just post, it would be great. Be absolutely great. Now, if anybody actually wants to hop in for a little bit here, drop it into the. Oh, we got here. Keith, I ate a bunch of food. Now it's time for a dart. Well, why don't you come in? Whoa! Don't paste that. Do not paste that. Wow, paste that instead, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to come in and talk about your happy 4th of July, come on down. Let me know. I'll be here for another 45 minutes, and we'll get the goulash going in about 20 minutes. About 20 minutes. It's a little quieter today, which I expected. Totally expected this. It's 4th of July. Ain't nobody going to come see the Canadian. No, I'm just kidding. Everybody loves the Canadian. But I already knew. A lot of people reached out to me today. Said, hey, buddy, love the show. Not going to be able to make it tonight because I'm like, dude, totally understand. This is just what I get paid to do. I have to show up. I'm like, Tampa Bay Ray. No, I'm just kidding. Love you. I love you, Ray. Love everybody at Bucs Report. They've been working hard. And I have been doing, basically nothing. Though I'm trying. I'm staying consistent for them. Popping up on these shows when they need me. Making sure that I'm available whenever the hell I'm needed. Because I got a lot of fans here now on this damn platform. And I love you guys for it. This is the reason why I decided to actually take the show. Because it's fun. This is a blast. I like this. The show has taken itself to heights that I could have never imagined. I got 10,000 views a couple of shows ago. It was like, what? That's insane. I'm just sending out a couple of links here. A couple people wanted to come in. I said, sure. Why not? Come in, have some savage laughs with me. Check this out, though. I do want to get into this for the people that are watching. It's not necessarily the goulash, and I do want to keep the super stadiums for when Matt is here. So I am going to hop into the if you had $20. It's a new segment. It's a brand new segment. So if you're sitting there watching right now at home, I have got this picture that I'm going to put on the screen here. We're going to talk about it. And you're going to tell me what you think you would have. And one of these is right here. You got $15. Pick your 4th of July plate. And to be completely honest with you here, let me get that banner out of the way so everybody knows exactly what is at the bottom there. There was another one, and I was like, that one is gross. It was absolutely gross. Don't like it at all. But this is what you got. You got $15. All right. You could build a plate of whatever you want. Okay. You do not have to just go from every category. If you do want to have just 3 beef ribs, you could. If you want to have 3 beef or briskets, go ahead. If you want to just have beef, brisket, and pulled pork, why the hell not? Okay. But have a little fun with this. I mean, hot dogs are in the second one, and wings are at $2 or are at the $2 category. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Beer's at the $3 category. What in the actual hell? Carne asada. Can anyone even tell me what carne asada is? No, I know what carne asada is. I think I know what carne asada is. But I'm looking at this right here. And if I got $15, I'm not a huge beer guy. Anybody here knows I'm not a huge beer guy. But you know, potato chips are down there in the dollar category with corn on the cob. Corn on the cob, underrated, guys. Completely underrated. Corn on the cob, in my opinion, if you're giving me that at a barbecue, I'll take that over watermelon. Because the watermelon's got to be perfect. The watermelon always has to be perfect. Like 110% perfect for the watermelon. Can't be too squishy. Can't be too, can't be too old. Or can't be anything like that. No. It's just got to be perfect. But you know what is always perfect? Corn on the cob. So I'm putting $1 at least to corn on the cob. I don't even care. And those frosted cookies are gross as hell. And these salads, man, I don't like macaroni salad and cheese salad or noodle salad or coleslaw and all that crap. Get that hell away from me. I don't need none of that. You got Caesar salad. Is that why don't we have Caesar salads for these? Why we gotta put macaroni and crap like that? Like this is, oh my god, you just dump a whole tub of mayonnaise in here and call it macaroni salad. That's not how it should go, guys. Brats, like look at that $3 category though. Pork ribs is sitting there in the $3 category. Like what? Ice cream, beer, and guac. You can put that ice cream scoop in the beer. I don't know if anybody's ever tried it. It's fucking amazing. Flipping amazing. Whoops. One strike for me. Apple pie is in the $4 category. Little high. If it was in the $3 category, I might be more inclined to buy it. But if I got $15, get those baked beans the hell out of there. I got $15. Okay, $5 is spent now on hot dogs. So I think you're allowed. I'm assuming you're allowed like 2 hot dogs. Okay. Wings, I'm assuming you're allowed 6 per $2 that you buy or 4, whatever, right? So I'm gonna take a hot dogs and wings and a corn on the cob. There's 5 right there. I mean, I could have like 5 Capri Suns, guys. Like, come on, but I'm not taking lemonade at $5 either. Give me a burger. Give me a burger at $4, so I'm at $9. I got $6 left. I think at that point I'm gonna take a beer and ice cream. And I think this just because like I'm getting so much, like I'm getting wings, I'm getting hot dog, I'm getting corn on the cob, and I'm getting burgers. And on top of that, I get beer and ice cream. So to be 110% with you, like that seems like a no-brainer. Like I know a lot of other people. Let me know what you guys are thinking. I know a lot of people are probably like, what the hell is this? I can't choose. You got $15. Pick your 4th of July plate. Tell me what you think. Harry Berg says, happy 4th, everybody. Harry Berg, happy 4th of July to you too, my friend. And to you and your family and everybody down in America. What do you guys got? Like, I think that's mine. I think I'm almost 100% on it. I think I'm locked. I think I'm locked in with the corn on the cob. Because like the potato chips, man, if you're at a party long enough, you're getting the potato chips anyway. That's a no-brainer. Mac and cheese. This might be a hot take for some people. The mac and cheese goes into the category of like macaroni salad, but not as bad. Like macaroni and cheese, though, needs to be done properly. Like it needs to be done almost like lasagna. You can't just make Kraft dinner and then melt a bunch of other crappy cheese into there and then add some Parmesan, maybe some red chili flakes and call it a salad. That's not how that works at all. But if it looks like that sun gun on that picture right there at $4, I might be inclined. But also for $4, I could have a burger. For $4, I could also have a pork rib and a corn on the cob. I could have chips and guac. That's the other side of it too. Like chips and guac is $3. So like you don't need your potato chips. You get flipping Tostitos, man. 3, 6, 9, 12. Like I could take that whole the whole $3 category. I would just take. Except maybe not brats. I would probably take the brats out of there and give me wings and corn on the cob. Like there's so many ins and outs I would do for this, man. It's so good. It's so good. Oh, Fred Moore. 5 beers. You're not wrong, buddy. 5 beers on the 4th of July plate on your plate. That's such a good one. Joshua Cole Allen, happy Will Smith, Bill Pullman Day. Yes, happy Jeff Goldblum Day to you too, Joshua Cole Allen. I appreciate you tuning in. Everybody else here, I'm trying to find the other one I had. I might have taken it off here, yeah. I think I did take it out of here. All right, so that's that one. If you had $20, but it's it's called if you had 15. What's this? Yeah, hi. Is this the bank I'd like to apply for a loan? Gotta get this off the screen. There we go. All right. Let's go to the next one here. So this is basically just trying to get some engagement with the fans here in the comments. So here's the next one. This is just a quick one. Which number 19 in their prime are you taking? This is just a quick hockey one. Stevie Y, Jonathan Toews, Joe Sakic, or Ray Whitney. I don't know why Whitney put himself in there. It's dumb. But it's Stevie Y or get the F out. Get the F out. Now pick a quarterback for the next 5 seasons. This one is intriguing. Like, damn. Because one of them is actually an MVP. The rest of them, one is coming off a major injury, but has shown flashes of greatness. The other is probably going to be an MVP here real damn soon. And the other one is also probably going to be an MVP, but we also haven't seen him play exactly a full season. So Joshua Cole Allen. No, Joshua Allen. Dak Prescott, Justin Herbert, or Lamar Jackson. You got to pick a quarterback for the next 5 seasons. Who's it going to be? The Bills starter, the Chargers, the Ravens, or is it Dak for the Cowboys? Who are you taking for the next 5 years? Because I'm not going to lie. It's the left side for me that I'm choosing between. And I might just have to go Joshua Allen here. Because he just keeps getting better every year. And I don't want to take the risk. What if Herbert has like a flash and a dash, whereas Josh looks like he's actually going to be something. I mean, yeah, I agree with you too, Fred and Rich. Thank you for tuning in. I agree, Herbert. It seems like it would be that, but like I might be inclined to take Josh Allen on this one, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Next 5 seasons, eh? Josh Allen would be like an elite prime. You are getting Herbert for, so you would have to re-sign Allen. Herbert, you don't have to re-sign. Prescott's already getting his massive deal. Lamar has to get re-signed. So you'd be at the tail end of signing Herbert, or you wouldn't have to. You know what? It would probably be Herbert, but I'm still going to go with Josh Allen. I'm still going to take Josh Allen. There's another one. Which second-year wide receiver breaks out this season? Which one of these guys is having the breakout season? Jerry Jeudy for the Broncos. Laviska Shenault for the Jaguars. Gabriel Davis for the Bills, Michael Pittman for the Colts, Jalen Reagor for the Eagles, or Henry Ruggs for the Raiders. This is a very, 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 because I think there's 3. There's 3. Yeah, there's 3 here. There's 3 of these guys. I'm gonna lean here. Let's see. I'm gonna do this properly here. There's 3 guys in this. And then there's one maybe in the middle, and then the other 2, it's like, nah. One of them I really like in fantasy. That'd be Gabriel Davis, but like I really like Laviska Shenault, guys. I really do. I'm not gonna lie. And it's not because of Trevor at all. If you guys have listened to any of the shows that I've done before, like on North Sports Dynasty, he's going to be hell of fantasy, man. I got Laviska Shenault personally. Davis, he does. Excuse me. Pardon me. That was a burp. We got a Gabriel Davis in here. We also got a person in the background. Oh, man. I burped for no reason. Man. Like Rick. Morty, I'm tired of doing a Bucs show. We need to be in the lab. We can't even be here anymore, Morty. You're screwing everything around. Oh, geez, Rick. Why don't you just answer the question? I think I might have to go with Jerry Jeudy. Michael Pittman's gonna have a really great season with Carson Wentz, though. But Jerry Jeudy, man. Oh no. Speaking of a man sitting down there, coming in, Eric Marino. How are we doing, buddy?
What's going on, guys? Hey, what's going on, Andrew? Hey, having fun, man.
Much. We're just having a show on July 4th. I knew not too many people would be popping in here tonight, but glad we can have
you
come in. Just chilling?
Yeah.
Right
I'm headed out to Michigan in 2 weeks.
Ooh, what are you doing in Michigan?
My grandma passed in February. We're having a memorial, and then I'm just gonna basically have a family reunion with all the family in Michigan.
Of course.
Grand Rapids.
Now the fact that you can actually go with COVID and stuff like that being kind of over, so that's nice to know. That's nice to know. Out of all these guys, though, here, which one would you think is going to have a breakout season?
I like Laviska. With Trevor Lawrence, deep ball. Kind of reminds me of a kind of guy that we have, Antonio Brown. Can burn it downfield, vertical. Can catch and slant. He's from UCF, correct?
Yes. I do. I believe you're right on that, actually.
Okay. Jeudy, I like Jeudy. He got hurt. Ruggs. Ruggs, I think, is going to have a good year.
Ruggs is going to probably have a good year. He's fourth in this for me, though.
G. Davis. Is that Glenn Davis?
Gabriel Davis from Buffalo. He's out of Colorado, actually. Colorado.
Okay. All right. Pittman's going to have a good year. Kind of reminds me like a Mike Evans, big body, or a Vince Jackson type. Mike Evans.
Jeudy?
No, Pittman.
Pittman?
Michael
Yeah.
Pittman.
See,
Yeah.
I also think the same with Judy. Judy has got like freak athleticism, man.
Yeah.
Like, absolute
I think,
freak athleticism.
who's the guy that we drafted in the 5th round or 4th round?
Tyler Johnson?
No,
This year. Not Cade Johnson. Jalen Darden. There we go.
Yeah, I hope he makes the roster. It's either him. You're not going to keep 7 receivers, 6 at max.
Yeah.
If you keep 7, you're gonna, probably keep one less tight end.
Oh yeah, more than likely. We're also gonna bring in the dude. How we
What's up,
doing
dude?
tonight, boss?
Happy 4th.
Happy 4th.
Hey, what are we talking about tonight, guys?
Right now, we have currently got put it back on the board here. Which second-year wide receiver breaks out this season? Out of the 6 that you can see, which one do you think?
None of them. Tyler Johnson.
Hey, don't let was it Rick? I think Rick would disagree with you on that one.
Well, the thing with Tyler Johnson, and I know he's gotten a little bit of shade from some people, but come on, man.
No, you're not wrong.
I think he had 20 targets or less last season. And the thing that I don't think that what the people understand is that Tyler Johnson and his route running and his hands have been compared to Antonio Brown in his prime. But the
Yes,
same
they have.
same with Jalen Darden as well. So
Yeah.
here's the thing. Hey, all you Bucs fans, don't get used to Justin Watson sticking around much longer.
Yep.
Okay. And
Also agree.
and if Scotty Miller doesn't develop more than a deep route, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not saying he won't make the team, but you got Jalen Darden and Tyler Johnson who aren't that – it's not like they're slow, right?
No.
And they're more complete, rounded receivers. That's my take on that.
No, you're also not wrong on that. I do agree. He is going to have a now, Eric, what is that like knocking in the background there?
Fireworks.
Oh, you got fireworks going?
Not me. Somewhere in the neighborhood. But,
okay.
Speaking of Tyler Johnson, that catch that he made against the Saints, where he's going away from his body, I mean, that was probably one of the best catches I've seen in a while.
Yeah, the catch that he made was really, really good. Like, he's got the talent. When he fell, yeah, when he fell, I knew he was going to be an addition, but it was a push. It's a push on Godwin where it's like, listen, we need you to either sign and be here for a bit, or we need you to not, leave us in a hole here. So they brought in Tyler Johnson. He looks like he's going to be good. And to the dude's point there, yeah, he is eventually going to pop off here. So.
Well, and there's a real world situation, Bucs fans, where after this season, you don't have Antonio Brown or Chris Godwin.
Yep, that's true.
Okay? Mike Evans isn't going anywhere. I think Mike Evans has become the quintessential Buccaneer with how he restructures contracts, how he carries himself in the locker room, and so on. And don't get me wrong, Chris Godwin, love the player, man, the guy, the story, the man, the family, but he also deserves to get paid.
Yes, he does.
You can't pay Evans and Godwin those huge contracts, so you got to have to pick or choose, and that's the beauty of having a good, solid draft year after year. You have your Tyler Johnson and your Jalen Dardens on rookie contracts, and as they progress, you can be like, all right, one of these two is going to be the next guy.
Yep.
Or if you luck out, maybe two, because let's be honest, they didn't draft Godwin to replace Evans. They drafted Godwin to complement Evans.
Exactly. And now with Tyler Johnson, they at least know that if for some odd reason they keep Chris Godwin, they're not going to bring Antonio Brown in for a long-term contract. So when he does leave, there's your at least replacement on that if they keep Chris Godwin, which I'm not going to lie. You told me Kyle Trask, when he eventually does get the chance to come in, is going to be able to throw it to a developed Tyler Johnson, a paid Chris Godwin, who's just going to be happy to be here, and Mike Evans, who's looking to break records. I think that's going to be something Kyle Trask would be very, very, very happy to develop with. This one right here, though, guys, the NHL coaches on the hot seat. So we got Matt Nagy from the Bears, David Culley already from the
Culley's
Texans.
new. Yeah,
Yes, he is.
I think Fangio. If Locke doesn't do anything this year and they have another season, I think they're going to let Fangio go, and John Elway is going to be the new coach.
John Elway.
Yep. Or they're
It-
going to promote, or they're going to maybe take a flyer on maybe a college coach, maybe
I think they would go the college coach. I think they would go Ridley from Oklahoma if they did that.
you mean Lincoln Riley?
Or Lincoln Riley. Sorry, yeah. Yeah, that would be a fun one. What about
And the
you,
Dolphins-
dude?
Well, I'll say this. I don't think Matt LaFleur belongs on that list. I mean,
agree.
I realize the whole Aaron Rodgers debacle is a bad look, and then the drafting of Jordan Love, the year before. But
Yep.
Ever since LaFleur has been here, it's not like the Packers have sucked. They've actually been very good.
Very good.
Vic Fangio, that's the defensive guru, right?
Yeah, he's like a Wade Phillips, I guess you could say. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we're shocked that they're struggling at the quarterback position. Not really. I think he was a stopgap, and they'll find, like you said, either some veteran, or I should say veteran, some old coach with a resume will be free, or they might dip into college. Now, I'll say this: Jerry Jones is an ass. So Mike McCarthy, that's my guy. If they don't get the playoffs this year, he's going to start looking sideways at Mike McCarthy, because if he's proven anything, he is not going away from Dak Prescott. Jerry Jones will not leave that guy alone.
No, that's true.
So you can't get rid of Dak. You can't get rid of Zeke, or your salary cap is screwed. Mike McCarthy. And Cliff Kingsbury. The reason I say that is he got a lot of talent, bro. A lot of talent.
Mm-hmm. No, that's true.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I might come back on later.
Okay, buddy. Thank you for stopping in. We'll talk to you soon.
All right.
And the reason is somebody like Mike McCarthy has a resume with the Super Bowl attached to it. Kingsbury, great coach. I'm not knocking the guy.
Nope.
But DeAndre Hopkins, right? Last year, J.J. Watt this year, so your defense should be a little better. That's a tough division, though, man.
Very.
The Bengals, I mean, the Bengals are going to bangle. You know what I mean? They're not going to get rid of their quarterbacks, because it always comes down to that with me on these teams.
Yeah.
If they make it wholesale, or they want to make a big pop change, it's either the coach or the quarterback. So they're not getting rid of Joe Burrow. So Zach Taylor could. Yeah, exactly. And I can't make my lips say Mike Zimmer to be on the hot seat, because I love the guy.
No, listen, they're bringing in Kellen Mond. Like, they got him in the 5th round. They got some young guys. He's also one of those people that, people forget he does make his own coaching tree. It may not necessarily be as brilliant as everybody else's, like Andy Reid's and Bill Belichick's, but he does bring his own out there. And he does have a couple ready to go right now. I think that's one of the reasons why they got Kellen Mond. He's a fantastic coach, man. It's a fantastic coach. A couple people tuning in as well. What's up, brother? Adam Pinheiro. Thank you for tuning in, my brother. Watson has already gone unless there's an injury or two. I would tend to agree. I think the only spot really for him would have been returner, and I think if they really, really needed to, Scotty would have done it. But the drafting of Darden really puts that into perspective. 12 catches last year for Johnson. Yeah, I'm going to go way up this year, in my opinion.
Yeah, I believe that too. And real quick, hey, Andrew.
Yes, sir.
And everybody watching, I just want to point out, boy, we're up against it tonight.
Yeah.
We're competing head to head with Americans getting to barbecue, drink alcohol, and blow crap up. So kudos to everybody tuning in, and thank you. Pound that share button for Andrew. Watch the redhead ginger grow. And of course, much love to Canada. Andrew, I don't want to bring it up in a bad way, but it's not looking good for the Habitants.
No, dude. No. Listen, I keep pulling this out every time it gets brought up. Right there. Tampa's going to sweep it. This is the guy who's doing it. Braden Point. I mean, it's inevitable that the Habs tried. This team was built to have a good run if they actually even got there. The fact that they even got to the Stanley Cup is absolutely incredible. To be honest, I could see, and this is just me, I could see Tampa not necessarily wanting to lose, but if they get down early in that game somehow, I could see them just coasting respectively, allowing the game to get, kind of away from them so they can actually come back home and win the cup in front of their fans. I do think that might be something that could happen. But also the Vasilevsky statistics on that don't match up well with it either. So it's a very hard bet for me to lay. So I'm not even going to touch that one.
Well, yeah. And I can say with certainty, as being there in person for Game 7 when the Lightning won their first Stanley Cup, that, yes, it is something that every sports fan, if you follow a team religiously like most hockey fans do, that you should experience.
Yes.
That said, Vasilevsky is, and I do not want to be disrespectful to hockey purists, okay? But Vasilevsky is doing stuff that Dominic Hasek, Martin Brodeur didn't do. Yep. Okay. And the utter disrespect by the NHL to where he ends up in the voting for with Vasilevsky. Okay. I get it. It's a Canadian sport. We're way down here on the beach kicking butt. You don't like it. I'm cool with that. What I want to ask you, because most Americans from like the Mason-Dixon line south, we've learned hockey over the years. Okay. Yeah. People in the Northeast United States and obviously throughout Canada, it was born into you. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I look northern to the border to people like yourself to get a better idea of confirming or making me feel stupid with what I think. So let me ask you a couple questions here.
You got her.
Are the Tampa Bay Lightning grooming Braden Point to step into Steven Stamkos' role? And can he?
No. Stamkos, when completely healthy, 110%, does. I may get some slack from my Canadian guys up here, and I'm not trying to be a homer to the Tampa Bay guys here. Stamkos, when 110% healthy, is up there with Ovechkin and with Crosby. Like there cannot be anything that stops Stamkos when he is on his train. When they were having their issues back in the day, it was because it was only meant to be Stamkos' team. Like, give it to Stamkos and let him score. Then all of a sudden, Yzerman came in, my daddy, and built a beautiful team around him that for some odd reason, you're going to lose like one or two guys to the expansion draft and still get to the Stanley Cup Finals next year. But to Braden Point may come in and be a good captain later on, but it would be like having Andrew Ladd when he was with the Winnipeg Jets or, any captain that the Minnesota Wild have right now. You'd just be putting a C on a player that's been there for a while and the fans know he is not going to be able to step into Stamkos' skates only because he's not Stamkos. He can still lead that team to Stanley Cups for sure, but he's not Stamkos. Like Stamkos is top 10 elite talent in this league when he is 110% healthy. And I'll go down with the ship for that one. I don't care. There's a lot of people in Canada who don't necessarily see it that way anymore. They think he's kind of faltered and stuff. And they're like, oh, I'll trade him. And I've even been held accountable for saying trade him before too. But I look at him now and I'm like, nah, he'll take pay cuts if he needs to. He's seen what's happened in Tampa. Stamkos will take pay cuts in order to keep the team there. But that question there, no, Braden Point is definitely not Stamkos in my opinion.
Okay, and the reason I asked that is I heard the announcer mention that or allude to that during the game the other night. It might have been in between intermissions, one of those chuckleheads. And I thought, don't get me wrong, love Braden Point. Love the fact that it seems like as soon as he gets the puck on his stick that there's jets in his skis and he just takes off. Yep. And even when he's got two guys on him, they can't get that puck from him. They just can't. So he's phenomenal in that aspect. But we're talking about Steven freaking Stamkos. And in Tampa hockey history, which is kind of a joke when I say it to a Canadian, you put him right there next to LeCavier.
By far.
And Martin St. Louis and Brad Richards and the like. All right. The other question I have for you is a lot of Lightning fans on social media are getting beat up from the hockey guys that the Lightning are over the salary cap, so this is an invalid Stanley Cup. I need to hear the Andrew Faubert explanation of that. Oh, it's going to require a drink. Uh-oh.
So my only thing is this: if the rule is there, flaunt it. It's exists. Baseball did it. Football has done it a few times. I mean, the review thing only lasted for a year because they were like, oh, okay, this is gonna cause way more issues than it needs to. I think this is coming to an end. I think they're gonna be like, no. Like, there's gonna be certain tests that players are probably gonna have to do in the regular season now, only because of the caliber of player that it was for Tampa and the cap space amount that it technically went over. Though I've been on the fence of it. At first I was like, what the heck? We can't allow that to happen. And then when I kind of saw it, I'm like, okay, I don't think this is going to last past next season, because if it's allowed for next season, then they have a lot easier time with the Seattle expansion. If it's not allowed next year, they may have to give up a first rounder in order for Tampa to obviously take some cap relief. But also because, and I'm going to have an article which everybody can check out here in a few days. You can only protect 7 forwards, 3 defensemen, and a goalie, or 4 and 1, which is 4 forwards, 4 defensemen, and 1 goalie. Tampa has like 5, 6, 7 defensemen who are absolutely amazing. But if we look at it, they have 4. And if you look at the offensive side, they have 12, but they have 6, 7 very, very, very good offensive talent. And they have a couple of guys in the woodworks as well. I think they're going to have to do something with the cap. That said, with this, it's the rule. If it's there, expose it. If it's there, expose it. But the thing is if you expose, which they did, they've exposed it. Now everybody's getting mad. So now all of a sudden they can't go forward with the league not caring about that, because now it's been brought up. I think Nashville actually put in a complaint about it and was like, we don't ever want to see this again. And it was like, funny, Nashville, because you went over the cap space by $2 million in the playoffs. So this makes no sense as well. I think it's coming to an end, but do I have a problem with it? No. It's going to be used against Tampa Bay because a Canadian like me obviously wants to see the Stanley Cup in Canada. But unless we earned that Stanley Cup by the rules that have been put in place at the beginning of the season, it doesn't matter. If you don't win the cup, you don't win the cup. If Tampa Bay won the cup because they're $18 million over the cap, as long as they did it by the rules, sure. And to be completely honest, I think the only rule against it would be you have to give up like 2 future first rounders, like $5 million and something. And so at that point, it's like, what's the cost of a Stanley Cup? I mean, if you're Tampa and you're going for 2 and you've already won some people may argue, well, Montreal, blah, blah. It's like, oh, shut up. I don't want to hear that excuse at all. But on the flip side of it, some teams like St. Louis has done this, Pittsburgh has done this, other teams have respectively done this. Everyone's going to abuse the rule until the rule is finally gone. So in my opinion, until the rule is gone, use it. But it also at the same time, it may be a detriment to them, because I think the guy's name's Cal Foote is probably going to have to be exposed. And he is one hell of a good young defenseman that's going to be coming up. And because this has been exposed to everybody else now, they're going to be like, we need them to pay. Like they need to make sure they're under the cap this offseason, and they need to do it now. And I would agree, but rule is rule. If they're allowed to do it, screw it. Let them do it. So yeah, screw them. Like, get mad all you want. Doesn't matter. Tampa Bay is going to win the cup, and they're going to do it by obeying the rules. What's wrong with that?
There you go. Now let me ask you another question. And when I say elite, I mean people like Sid the Kid,
yep,
Stamkos, and those. Is Kucherov elite or clutch?
Okay, so now this because some people may also say, when you talk about elite players, is Jonathan Toews elite? Not necessarily anymore. Was Marian Gaborik, was Marian Hossa, some of those guys, it's like at certain times that they were. One example I would want to bring to everybody is if you've watched Washington Capitals when they won a cup, there's a guy named Nick Backstrom. He's like very, very very close to being an elite status, but it's so hard to give him that because he's been foreshadowed and playing on the same line with Alex Ovechkin for almost every single one of his goals. That said, Kucherov has been playing with Stamkos also for a very long time. So people throw that into the argument where they're like, well, I mean, hello, look at also the team around him. Take the teams around him and take the stats around him. Just go look at tapes. When we saw Colorado play this year, like, what's his name? Nathan McKinnon take that puck and brought it into the zone, and you could see actual dominance. You can see actual dominance on a player like Nathan McKinnon. You saw actual dominance on that, I think it's Matt Barzell kid. Like, when all was going hell and they needed something, he was the only person that stood up, and my God, how the Islanders actually fell to your Lightning is beyond me. That said, does people not watch Kucherov on the ice? Like, the guy is a phenomenal player. He has taken the culture of what the Lightning have been. Quick passes, and when someone's got that open net, then they put it in. And it's also been a detriment. I've seen it before. 13 passes on an open net, nobody takes a damn shot, whatever. Kucherov has taken that culture and put it into his playing ability and produced it onto the ice to the point where we're having conversations about his cap space and how can he be playing right now. Kucherov is elite. Now, he'd be at the bottom of the list of the elite players in the league. You start getting near the Tyler Seguin types, players like that, maybe Mark Scheifele, but he's ahead of those guys, and I still think he is elite. And also, one thing that should get brought up here, I do think Vasilevsky should have won the Vezina. This is regular season that they do this for. If they did these awards right after the playoffs were done and they put the playoffs into it, Vasilevsky would have won Vezina the last 3 years, and there wouldn't even be a question. Marc-Andre Fleury would be going to like the Edmonton Oilers or Seattle Kraken next year and would be hoping that he would be able to win a Vezina trophy with them because Vasilevsky would just be still tearing it up for the next 5 years. It's just how it goes. Vasilevsky is the best in the league. I have never seen a goalie do some of the crap that he has actually done. And not only that, he is deserving. It's like, you should give the MVP almost every year to LeBron James. Don't at me on that. In baseball, you should give the MVP to Shohei Ohtani this year, and there's no question to that. In this case, it's Vasilevsky is the best goalie. That's it. There's no one even close. Like, Marc-Andre Fleury had a great regular season. Congratulations. If you put the Golden Knights versus the Tampa Bay Lightning right now, for some odd reason, it would go to 5, and the Lightning would still win. That's it.
Okay, I agree, and let's point out first of all that the Lightning don't win Stanley Cups unless they have a Russian in goal. So we'll just say that,
right?
All right. So Tyler Johnson, overrated or underappreciated?
Underappreciated.
Fact. Okay, I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Who do you compare him to?
We are talking NHL Tyler Johnson as well, right?
Yes. We're in hockey talk.
Yeah. Okay. So it's still underappreciated. He's a good, solid player out there. Again, he is one of the major things I have for my article. I do think he is going to be persuaded. Like, they're probably going to turn around to Seattle and be like, hey, this guy was actually born around you. It'd be really cool if you guys get some Washington State guys in there. We'll give you him in a first-round pick. Can you please help us with cap space? I think something like that's going to happen. But he is a good player. Like, if he does go to Seattle, for example, he is a piece to a puzzle that they're going to build there that they want. They just know that they can fleece a couple of these teams like Nashville and Tampa and possibly Minnesota because just the way that their rosters are built. He has the ability to go on a third line and make it one of the best third lines in the league. He can go on a second line and produce as if he's one of the top 6 forwards in the league. He is a beautiful blend player. He's like a Nazem Kadri when he doesn't actually try to aim for people's heads. He is a beautiful all-around style player. I've seen him play some really good defense. I don't want to put him in just like the good player category because he does have a little bit more to him than being just a good player. But I do need to see him out of Tampa Bay only because if he hasn't taken the cap hit, which I know hockey players don't necessarily want to do because they're only making $5 million and like our punter's making $5 million. So I get that. That being said, if he wants to stay on the championship winning team, he would need to take that pay cut. So he does remind me of a third line, of a really, really good third line player, but also he does remind me of like a second line player that on a good team you would forget about. So like the Oilers with Nugent Hopkins. That's a joke, but it's hard to put in perspective exactly who he reminds me of. But for a lot of people who do think he does suck and he does need to be traded. I mean, he is the perfect part and he is the perfect piece to go to Seattle because he's from around there. But also, if there was a way that there was no cap whatsoever, I would want Tyler Johnson to stay on Tampa because he's just the perfect piece. When someone gets injured, who's the guy who steps up?
And he does seem to have a little bit of that clutch factor to him.
Like a Jeff Carter.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Hockey is the ultimate Canadian sport. I think part of it is probably in your constitution. I don't know.
But somewhere.
Do Canadians, whether it's public or held within, have an animosity towards the fact that, one, Russians have taken over a lot of positions in hockey over the years, and two, the Stanley Cup seems to stay south of the border from you guys, more or less. So it's almost like the Russians and the Americans are working in conjunction to take the one thing from you that you love so most. And I always wonder, do Canadians look at like I know they'll cheer a Russian on their team, but do they also go like, freaking Russian? I need to know this.
So it would depend on what side of Canada you're on. It's going to sound really bad. I would think the Jets would probably be like the only team that would really accept anybody to come there and play. So if they got a Russian, they'll take. I mean, they had Timo Solani for a while, and they still adore him. Like they've built a statue, I think, for him as well. Not Dave Andrewchuk, the other guy I'm forgetting about. But they like everybody in Winnipeg is I've always been loved and treated with respect. That also being said, I think I lost him, but I'll still answer his question. That being said, we hold a little tiny bit of animosity here to the fact that we don't have the cup back. And I think a lot of people, like when you saw Montreal actually go back to the Stanley Cup and you saw them celebrating that hard, it is kind of funny to see them where they're at right now. Because, I mean, people don't touch, Campbell Cups for a reason. People don't touch the AFC, North Championships for a reason. And in Canada, like I've said before, you shouldn't count your chickens before the eggs are all hatched or whatever the heck that goes. Oh, excuse me, how that goes. Because you don't want what's happening right now. Canada's down 3. Like I say Canada because it's the only team in there right now. Canada down 3-0. Like, and they celebrated so hard when they won the game against Game 6 against the Golden Knights, where I'm like, what are you doing? Like, you're just ruining it for yourself now. Like, you're supposed to save this for when you actually win. I mean, I had to sit in my basement to watch when the Buccaneers won the damn Super Bowl. But I can tell you right now, I would have probably been locked up with Ray Kennedy for a couple of days because of public intoxications, Ray for indecency. No, I'm just kidding. But like, we're a party, okay? It's way different in this case in Canada because we won it so bad. We've won the World Juniors and we won the gold medal on our own home soil. And we got so pissed off when Vancouver didn't win it. It was like, oh, what are you doing? Like, you had one job and we gave you everything to do it. And we literally put it in the best scenario you could ever ask for, Game 7 in your own damn arena. And for some odd reason, you let Brad Marchand and Zdeno Chara and all those guys take the cup away from you. Like, Canada has put themselves in so many positions that we can't, in my opinion, we shouldn't even be mad that we're having this happen. So, it is funny. I personally don't hold any animosity because I have heard some Americans come at me on Twitter as well and go, well, doesn't it suck that your Montreal Canadiens or whatever are not doing good anymore? And I'm like, I don't care Because if you look at the rosters of every NHL team, I think, what was it, 17.3, even you can't have 3.3 of a body, but 17 on average players on every NHL team are born in Canada. So for me, it's like our Canadians are winning the cup. They just got to do it for the Americans. But also the big selling point for Canada is you do want to be on one of the big two teams, obviously, when they can win the cup, say like Montreal or Toronto. But you do also want to be on the Canadian team when they do win the cup, because you'll forever be remembered. Like they'll build a whole new highway from Toronto to you, and they'll have the whole Hockey Hall of Fame go down it. Like they're waiting, man. And so I don't hold any animosity, but I know all of Canada is just like, please. So, but with that being said there, dude, I am going to wrap it up here for tonight.
Absolutely. I just want to touch real quick.
Of course.
The visual of you and Ray Kennedy intoxicated, celebrating, possibly streaking, harkens me back to a rock video from the band Blink-182.
The smoothies.
Exactly. So when you come to Tampa, we're going to make that video happen, sir.
Oh, for sure.
But yes, I appreciate you letting me on the show, man. I know
not a problem.
You're working on a holiday, even though it's an American holiday. We got nothing but love for Canada, even the jerks in Canada. That's all I'll say about that. But yes, man, much love, much respect. Hey, go like North Sports Dynasty on Facebook. Follow him on Twitter. You can see it's right there. It's right underneath his face. Do that now. Tune in every Sunday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern, for this lovely, beautiful ginger. That said, man, appreciate the time, appreciate the vine. Great hockey talk. Hey, yes, everybody, the Buccaneers are on the countdown to training camp. Ladies and gentlemen, we're not far from toe-kneading leather.
Yes.
Special shout-out to everybody in the chat, anybody that shared it. Andrew, thank you so much, man. I'm going to go ahead and tap out. It's 4:20 here where I'm at, so I'll see you.
All right, boss. Have yourself a good night. And to everybody that tuned in, I just wanted to get the last ones in here. McCarthy ain't going nowhere. He is a yes man, like the Clapper. He will be there a decade. Oh, that's too good. Let's win this at home. Yes, Carl Hardy, I agree. But also at the same time, too, you don't want to lose and then also lose at home. Then give them a chance to get it to 7 by winning at home. So I know it's a long road for the Canadians, and I also don't think it's going to happen. But yeah, if there is a chance for them to say lose in overtime tomorrow, and then be like, okay, I want it, and all the fans bring it on Wednesday, I think you guys might have it in 5. But I also want you guys to have it in 4. I want you to have it in 4. So thank you all for tuning in. Like I said, and like the dude said, it's a slow night. I kind of knew. I got prepared for a big night just in case, but we're going to move all that stuff over to next week with some of the other big news here, like the super stadiums and the goulash. I got a bunch of stuff for the goulash, so we'll go into that next week. I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being here. Happy 4th of July. Happy Jeff Goldblum Day. And I will talk to you next Sunday. Make sure to check me out as well on North Sports Dynasty every Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, 11 a.m. Mountain Time. That's my time. So yeah, you can take a look at there. We're going to be ramping up some of the fantasy football stuff here pretty damn soon because we've had a big call for it, and I want to get ahead of the game. I want you guys to be able to win some stuff through me and be able to blame me for all the stuff as well, because that's just how this goes. I know how it goes. Thank you all again. Thank you all. Happy 4th of July. Love you all. Happy Independence. Boom, boom, boom day. And I'll talk to you guys next weekend. Ciao, ciao for now.
T-minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,